Hi, thank you for booking a strategy session with me. I can't wait to meet you and see what your goals are and help you create a plan to overcome your obstacles and create a fantastic career in healing. Just some things to be aware of. You are confirmed, so everything is good to go. You will be receiving some confirmation emails. Make sure you check your spam folder if you're not seeing them. You'll also be receiving a free gift, and that is a free guide to know that you're meant to be a healer, how to know you're meant to be a healer. So make sure that you're keeping an eye out for those. What to expect on our phone call. For one thing, be sure to show up. I really don't have time to go back and work with people that have missed those calls. I'm very busy with different projects. So just be sure that you don't miss that opportunity. If you're somebody that struggles with that, set an alarm on your phone or put it in your calendar, whatever works for you, and just show up. I'm sure you will. So on the call itself, we will be talking about my program, my formula for moving forward with a massage, well, a healing business. It can be massage, it can be a yoga studio, it can be finding the right job as a massage therapist or having your own business, a Reiki healer, a reflexologist, whatever it is that you've studied and you've been trying to make work in your life, how we can turn it into a success. So just a little bit about my history so you know why I'm doing this and how it is that this all came together for me. In my 20s, I wanted to be a nurse. I was going to school to be a nurse, and unfortunately, I had a really bad head injury, and so the science and the math was a little too hard for me at the time, and I decided to take a break and work in the healthcare field and see if it was going to be a good fit, especially with the new challenges of head injury, and I had some PTSD and some anxiety, and I just wanted to check things out. So I worked as a nurse's aide for a while, and the healthcare industry, and I really admire healthcare workers. They're so important. They do so much good. And there are a lot of different roles for nurses. So I'm not saying I know everything about the healthcare field. Certainly I don't. But what I was seeing was institutions that were understaffed and a lot of documentation. And I was seeing sorry, my dog is in the background shaking her head if you hear that. Anyway, understaffed institutions and a lot of documentation, and sometimes the residents weren't really being cared for as well as I would have liked to see. I felt like they didn't always get the attention that they needed. And then everyone was stressed and kind of worn thin, and doctors fussing at the nurses, and clients and patients upset, and it was just very stressful, and a lot of emergencies and that kind of thing. So although I think that I still could have probably made it work, it just felt like it wasn't quite the right fit for me at that point in my life with my PTSD and head injury and everything. But I was really interested in holistic medicine. I had actually a story from when I was young. I had 3 toddlers in a row, and I was exhausted. And I went to my doctor and said, I'm exhausted. And he said, oh, you must need antidepressants. And I said, but I'm not depressed. I'm just tired. And he said, well, take these antidepressants anyway. And I went to a health food store and I said, I'm exhausted. And they said, what are you eating? And I said, donuts and white bread and pasta. I was in my early 20s. I didn't know a lot about nutrition, but they gave me a protein shake mix and some vitamins, and they said you need to get rest and some exercise, and you do have 3 toddlers, so try to get some time to yourself. And it really turned my mood around, my stress levels, my energy levels, and I do believe in Western medicine, and for many things it's of course the thing that I would go to. So I'm not knocking healthcare, but I did think it was interesting that the doctor really just wanted to push the pills on me and wasn't interested in what I was eating or what my life was like. But that's Western medicine versus more holistic forms of healing, which sometimes you need holistic forms of healing and just some common sense, like, eat good food and take some vitamins and take a nap maybe. But anyway, that really got me interested in more holistic healing too. And so when I decided that nursing might not be a good fit for me at the time, I was really interested in different kinds of holistic healing. And I looked into massage and some other things, but I really loved the idea of massage. I loved the anatomy and the physiology and the connection with people. But it also allowed me to learn more about some kind of, my kids call it woo-woo stuff, the Chinese energy medicine and the chakra system and reflexology and those kind of things. And the idea of being in an environment that was open to those kinds of things and took them as a legitimate form of therapy was very appealing to me. And not all massage therapists are going to feel that way, of course. There are a lot of wonderful medical massage therapists and sports massage therapists. And those are certainly very important roles too. And I have a lot of respect for them. But for me, I like the woo-woo. So massage was it. I was working as a nurse's aide. At the time, I had just separated from my husband, so I was a single mom. I had 4 kids, working about 60 hours a week. And I also went to massage school, which was a little bit more academic than I had expected. They crammed a lot into that year. So I worked really hard, and I got to the end of that year, and my favorite teacher on the last day of class said to me, well, she said to the whole class, she said, "Good luck paying your bills with what you're going to make when you start off with your massage career." And of course, we all said, what do you mean? People pay. They were paying at the time, I think, in my area, about $70 an hour for a massage, and you're saying we can't pay our bills with that? And she said, well, if you start your own business, you're going to have to pay for the space. You're going to have to do marketing campaigns. It's going to take time to find your clients and get them to come back to you regularly. You're going to have to figure out how businesses work, how to do your taxes. You're going to have to hire professionals to do some things for you. And then if you get a massage job, a lot of the franchises will just overwork you. You'll get burned out. You'll get injured. It's kind of a jungle out there, basically, is what she was saying. And some massage jobs too expect you to find your own clients. They don't advertise for you. They might send you, might refer people to you, like a chiropractor will refer people to you, but that might not keep you busy. So I was really kind of shocked. I felt a little tricked to have made it a year through school, and on the last class that I had with her, for her to say, well, good luck out there, So being a single mom, I was really kind of scared to look for a massage job at first. So I found a job at a health food store because I was sick of the nursing thing. I didn't want to do that anymore. And so I was still involved with helping people to heal, helping people, connecting with people, and I enjoyed that. And the health food scene is really interesting. There are a lot of people into holistic healing there too. So I did enjoy that aspect of it, but retail can be kind of rough. People come in, especially around the holidays, just to yell at the cashier because they're frustrated. And I had, bosses who were kind of old school, and they thought they had to motivate their employees by yelling and slamming their fists down if you made a mistake. And, me with my PTSD and my poor adult brain, it was just very difficult. And I made minimum wage. I had no benefits. My kids like to tease me about that time and say, you remember how we couldn't afford shampoo and dish soap, so you would just buy dish soap and use it for everything. Yeah, I do. I remember those days. Things were pretty meager. And eventually I got tired of working in retail, and I decided, okay, I put all this work into going to massage school. What am I doing working at a health food store? I should just go for it. I should just figure it out, make it work. And I'm so glad that I did. So I started checking out local businesses because, I didn't have the resources to start a business right away. And I found some some interesting job opportunities and some that were just awful. You know, I went into a few businesses, and just the way that I was greeted walking in the door, I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want my clients to see this when they come to see me. You know, people at the front desk were gossiping loudly. They didn't say please and thank you. They glared at you. It was pretty crazy what the standards were at some businesses for professionalism. And so I finally found my dream job, and the owners were amazing. The front desk, the management was amazing. Everyone was professional and warm and friendly. And the mission of this business was to be the best employers in my area of massage therapists. And they are. They have been and they are. They are amazing people. They believe in servant leadership. So the management team is always looking for ways to help the people that they're leading. And it's just been an amazing experience. And along the way, I had the opportunity to start my own business on the side. So that was an experience I got to have as well. And I learned a lot. That was really interesting. And I still have clients that I work with on the side in my own practice. And I became a Reiki healer. That was just fascinating. And I've loved using those skills. And I was asked to be a part of the leadership team, a lead therapist. So I was a part of the management team. And my job was to coach my coworkers. So I would coach them on overcoming their obstacles, how to improve on the job. I would teach classes on prenatal massage and whatever was needed. And that I found surprised me how much I loved doing that. I already loved the healing aspect. I loved massage. I loved where I was working. Excuse me. But now I was getting to coach people and help people improve on a whole new level. And so I decided I wanted to go to school to be a life coach. And so I did that, and I worked to get my certification. And what I found in coaching people is that where I really felt like I was succeeding in helping people to overcome their obstacles and reach their goals was in career coaching, and specifically in healing, which makes sense because that's my background. And so I decided I wanted to specialize in that and also share my techniques, my program for overcoming the challenges of starting a healing business or finding the right job in a healing field. And I've had just really great experiences, and that is what I'm bringing to you. That's what this offer is for. All of the tips and tricks that I found, the the things that you want to stay away from and be aware of, because there's a lot out there to know. There's a lot that you need to dial in to make a healing business successful. There's a lot you need to know to be successful as a healer in a job, how to find the right job. So that's what my program is all about. It's helping you succeed as a healer. My program for overcoming those obstacles and dialing in your career and just building a fantastic future for yourself. So I hope you will be sure to be on that call with me. I'm sure looking forward to it. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.